conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no different. 4 inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Carolina. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Off of play action, here's Lance. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 87 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. Left side, he finds Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kamara up the middle. And some room to work. Past the 20. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 34 yards there and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 139 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. A little juke. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Willis to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the gut, Fournette. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Pass incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Keon Crossen. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check pass, check pass.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on 2nd down, Willis. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Alvin Kamara, 42 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. This one finds Pierce on the out route. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Etienne up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Straight ahead, Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I don't like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. David Ojabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Another tote for Etienne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,